You got it again. You got that moniker again.
Yeah.
When did you start to hear the rumblings, or is this something that kind of built up over a few days, over weeks?
No, it was quick.
Yeah.
Like, obviously these things you don't like to see, and Hawks have to have a game plan in position. They don't just let coaches go without having. Oh yeah, by the way, we need to find somebody before we let them go. But I talked with Bernie late last night, and he just gave me a heads up, and we talked a bit, and then this morning everything hit the wire, and then. But like anything here, it's you hate seeing things like this happen, but you got to get along with your day, and we got to prepare for a game tomorrow, and so practice as usual. It's just it'll all sink in when I'm on the bench tomorrow, but everything looks good right now.
How excited are you for this opportunity?
Oh, I'm very excited. Like I've interviewed for head jobs in junior. I've interviewed for head jobs with the Marlies when I was there. When other coaches moved forward and didn't get it, it gets frustrating after a while. But it's nice that the Hawks and John and Stan and those guys, Al, and then Bernie, obviously he's a big fan of mine, so give me an opportunity to take the reins here and lead these guys and develop them, and hopefully do a good job for them.
Yeah, what do you do now? What's your signature kind of stamp you want to put on this team, or when you step in for the transition anyway?
I think the big thing is just to keep this thing rolling smoothly the way it was. Obviously I've learned a lot over the years with different coaches, but Jeremy put in a nice plan in place, and there's no reason to change anything. I think our job here is to develop players, get these players ready for the Hawks, and hopefully we can get a little winning tradition down here also and keep that. So again, just continue to do what we do. Morning skates with skills, and if you've seen, obviously you've watched some of our practices, how we splits and working individually with guys, and then just obviously the video, making sure these guys were on top of them with their video, with their mistakes, the positive things, and like I said, just continue to do what's been done here the last year and a half.
How ready do you think Jeremy is for the big step up that he's making?
I think he's a hell of a coach. I think he's ready. I mean, it's like a player. Can you spend another 2 years in the minors coaching and you'll be even more ready? Sure, but do you keep him around here? I used to kid with him a little bit, saying that you're a good coach and you're eventually going to get an NHL job. It's just when and where. Whether it's here or some other teams are taking notice of him, because he does do a good job. He brings just a nice way about him, a positive way. He's got energy. He's young, and a lot of the guys he's going to be coaching now, he's probably played with at some point, and he knows a lot of them from last year. So I think it's a good fit for him. I think it's a good group for him. But again, going back to like Joel and Kevin and Alfie, and these are guys I played against as a player. I've had Joel as a coach. I know Kevin, I played with him in Hartford, and they're real good people. They'll land on their feet. But that's part of the job. It comes with the territory, and it sucks to see it. But if things don't happen like that, then maybe I'm not here standing. So I got to take advantage of this, and I'm not going to change who I am. I'm going to be the same guy. I'll be out here playing suey with them with the soccer and kidding around. But when the puck drops, it's seriousness, and these guys have to learn to play the game right.
Obviously, the Blackhawks are kind of in a transition period a little bit here. They're going to a younger coach. Players, like you said, they're almost the same age, if not just like a year or two younger and older. Do you think that's kind of going to be a good thing in a sense for him? Obviously, it worked here with the minor league players, but do you think at the professional level that kind of maturity might come into a factor?
Yeah, no, I think so. He's a mature guy. I mean, we're all have our beautiness once in a while, but he's a mature guy. He gets it. He knows the game well. He's smart. I think it's a good fit for him because of that. The players are younger, and the guys that are coming up, and even the guys here that he's coached, have a possibility of maybe coming up too. He knows them. He has, like I said, a great way about him. His systems, the way he thinks the game is a little different than I've seen over the years, but I think it's a great way. And I've learned a lot from him. And like I said, I'm just going to continue what he's brought here last year and a little bit this year, and I'm just going to roll with it, and we'll go from there.
What type of coach are you, Coach? Give us your take on how your style.
Well, you know, you're being an assistant, you're always the good guy and always putting out the fires, but that sometimes I can be hard on guys too. I think they know they respect me enough. I think they like me enough that they know when I'm serious and I'm a little, let's get going here, or a little angry. They know it, but I'm also a guy that is fair, honest, no BS on these kids. Tell them the truth, tell them what they need to know. There's no point of lying to these guys. If they're not playing well, they'll know that they're not playing well, and we'll hash out some video and show them these clips. But if they're playing well, I'm not afraid to give a guy a pat in the back or a hug once in a while. And you know, again, now being a head coach for the first time at this level, I'm sure there'll be some changes that I'll have to make, but then I'll probably get more of an identity of what type of head coach I want to be. But right now it's status quo. We'll just continue building here, and hopefully I don't have to lose more hair or go more gray, and things will run smoothly.
What does this do for you and your family? I know you're involved with the youth hockey programs here. You've been in Rockford, the community, for a while. Has anything changed there, obviously with the increased workload?
No, I mean, it's like anything. With the youth hockey, I just got involved and got friendly with some people there, and they asked if I could help out, and I'm more than happy to help. I was going to the rink anyways with my kids and helping out, but I have a little bit bigger role here trying to help with the coaches, but that's not going to change. When I'm in town, if I'm on the ice with my kids, if I can do it. If not, then obviously I can't be there, but nothing's going to change. Everything's, like I said, we're just going to roll these kids into games, get them playing. You know, obviously you know the guys that need to play a lot, and the other guys, you know, they all have to earn their ice time, but they're going to play a lot of hockey and they're going to learn a lot.
Derek, how does this make you feel knowing that this is for the next, you know, how many months it's going to be an audition for you for this job?
Yeah, I mean, I get it, and you know, I've been around it where I've seen coaches take over or get the job, and it's a bit of an audition for them too. But I mean, I'm like I said, I'm not going to change who I am, the type of person I am. Like I said, I'm fair, I'm honest, and like I said, we'll keep this rolling the way it should be. We're here to develop kids, make them better hockey players, and prepare them for the Chicago Blackhawks. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure at the end of the year, hopefully we make a run like we did last year, and then I'll be a little more comfortable. But if not, maybe I'll be sweating a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not too concerned right now.
How important is it for you, I guess, with a lot of these 1- and 2-year pros to be able to kind of just continue to mold them the way that Jeremy did in his first year, and now you're taking over in your first attempt at a head coaching position?
Well, the nice thing is there's a good staff in there. Even when Jeremy was here, we all had our own workloads. We all knew what we needed to do. We were all on the same page, and that's not going to change. So developing these guys is going to be I don't want to say an easy thing, but it's going to be a smooth thing. We know what we need to do. Each individual player has different talents and needs to work on different things, but we all know that, and those players will know it. Like I said, that's the honesty, and tell them the truth, and there's no like BS about what it is. But I'm looking forward to the challenge, and I'll be in contact with Jeremy a lot and talking to him about things and using all the assets I have around me to benefit it.
I know it's a tough day for Coach Q and some of his staff, but it's a big day for the Rockford IceHogs organization, isn't it?
Yeah, I like to think that it's a big day for them. But again, I've been here enough, and I appreciate that you know, Bernie and the rest of the management and John and them have the faith that I can do the job. And now again, like I just got to make it mine, and I don't have to change a lot to make it mine because I've already been a part of it. So we'll just continue, like I said, go on. And I like to think everybody's happy that I got the job. If not, then you're not playing and you're benched, and I'll yell at you all day.